Hello Raider Nation, this is Duntov. Today I'm at the Raiders Allegiant Stadium. It is Monday, September 6th, 2021. Okay, we are just 1 week away from our Monday night football game here. Raiders against the Ravens. So I can't wait for that. It's going to be crazy. So you can see right now there's nothing going on here. It's 7:35 in the morning. So being that's a Monday night game, the tailgate lots should open up around 1 o'clock or so. They open up about 4 hours before kickoff. Kickoff I think is at 5:15. So we're getting ready here. Now you can see the sign here though, Vegas Kickoff Classic. That was BYU against Arizona. That was last Saturday. So I saw on the news that there was over 50-some thousand people here. So it was pretty full. They said it was the busiest, the biggest football game they've had here yet. So we should have a full capacity game on Monday for that Monday night game. All right, so if we look at, we got lot C right in front here. So you got the different tailgating that will be going on. You know, you have to have you gotta pay for parking. So people coming into town, if you don't have parking here, you either gotta, find someone reselling it, or go on Spot Hero. Spot Hero is an app and you can find parking around here. So you need to have parking already reserved to be able to, to park on property. Excuse me. So if we swing around here, I'm on Hacienda Bridge. So if we swing around, so of course Hacienda right here, this will be closed to cars. It'll be pedestrian traffic only. So what they have up here, what we can see on the Luxor, you can see how it says, I mean, you're getting a reflection of the sun, but you got Bud Light beer. So in the front there, if you would just take this all the way down towards the strip, towards Las Vegas Boulevard, they are having a tailgating area for, I would say it's more for like the tourists who don't have cars or don't have parking on site. It's going to be free to get in. You just walk in and it's outside. So you walk into the grounds and they'll have food and drinks and entertainment and games. Said they'll have a lot of tailgating experience. So if you're in town and need somewhere to tailgate, you could go there. Or regular tailgating, you don't need a ticket like in these parking lots to get in. You just need to show one to get your car in. But so I'm sure there'll be a lot of people just walking into the tailgate areas and just tailgating that way. Just don't show up empty-handed. Bring some drinks or food and walk around and meet the Raider Nation and party with everybody. So I'm excited for that on Monday. I'm going to try to be here early. I'm still not sure exactly what lot I'm going to be in. It might be this lot C, but I'm not 100% yet. Alright, so they did have that Vegas Kickoff Classic. It was BYU against Arizona. BYU did end up winning. I was not at the game. So anyone that went, let us know how that was. You can just leave a comment or something. So I came out here. I mean, it is Labor Day, so happy Labor Day to everybody. I did not see the crews working. I'm assuming they're off because of the holiday. Well, I'm gonna walk down there, show you the prismview media mesh. They did start to put some of the final trim work on it the other day. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted a little video just to show you what was starting up there. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please follow. And I'll start working my way down that way. Alright, so this is the other side of Hacienda. I've shown this billboard before. Alright, so you can see the Coors Light. They got this new can for this season. So Modelo released the can also. So when I get home, I'll show some of the stuff they got. But you can see the Raider Nation logo there with the L. Davis Memorial Torch on it. So that's like their, I guess, the 2021 season. That's the Raider Nation symbol. Because there's a, so far I got, you know, the Coors Light, there's the Modelo, and then there's, I found a Dr. Pepper. Last year, remember, they had Dr. Pepper, Coke, and Coke Zero. So I don't know if Coke and Coke Zero have cans yet, but I'll show those in the video also so you can see what's out there. And then of course they got the Raiders Tostitos. So if you're coming to town, most of that stuff is available all around. I found the Dr. Peppers and the beer at, you can find them by the Terrible Herbst on Russell and Polaris. And then Walmart, they have a lot of the Tostitos. So if you're in town and looking for some of those items, they're available. Okay, here are some of the items from this season. I don't think I've shown them in any of my videos. They were just on Instagram. So we'll start out with the Tostitos. I mean, they are just, you know, regular Tostitos, but of course the packaging is way better than the normal one. So you can see on the bottom here it says Raiders. Then we got the Raider Shield, and of course silver and black. And then it even says like Raider Nation. You can see it inside here. And they also put a Lucky Sevens nachos. We've got a recipe here if you want to make those. So these are pretty much available at every grocery store. Walmart's been having a lot of them. So if you need them for your tailgating, just go check out Walmart or any of the grocery stores. All right. Then this was the first one out. They have a big billboard. That's the billboard that you can see along Hacienda. So the Coors Light is the official beer of Raider Nation, as you can see there. And then on the back you have this is like the new logo. You can see Las Vegas Raider Nation 2021. So if you look at, so it has this logo, of course that's the L. Davis Memorial Torch. That's designed like the new one in the Allegiant Stadium. So you have the Coors Light can here with it. Then if we look at the Dr. Pepper, so you can see on top how it has the year, because they did make these last year a little different. So you got the Raider Shield on this side. Then if you turn it around, looks pretty cool. You got the Dr. Pepper, and then the helmet, and then you have the same logo right there. And then the Modelo, these are the newest ones I've found in the store. And I found them at Walmart, and Smith's, Albertsons, and then I'm assuming even at Terrible Herbst. So this one looks the same on both sides, but you can see here, Welcome Home Las Vegas 2021 on theirs. So both sides are the same of that. So, and then these that you could buy the cases at Terrible Herbst also. And there's two of them right by the stadium on Russell and Polaris. So there you go. If you need some tailgating stuff, they have them out here. Okay, I'm now on the north entry area. So this is right out front at the main entrance. So I still get people asking me, and I still haven't heard what's going on with this. Remember, it used to have an Allegiant Stadium sign here. We got the bracket that is still up. I still get a lot of comments asking what's going on with this sign, and I do not know. I mean, obviously the bracket's still there, so something should be coming back, but don't know when. If you remember, it had the Allegiant Stadium. They moved it once before, because before the G on the Allegiant was like hanging down pretty low. At least this is what I'm thinking. It was like past, it was going past the white stripe. So they moved it up a little bit, and then all of a sudden they took it down. It's been down for at least probably a year now. So don't know what's going on with that. Then I also get a lot of people asking me about ADA entrance. And as we're looking now, you can see they have, you can see the handicap signs here. So we got one, looks like entrance here, and then if I swing over towards the Ticketmaster booth, I could see another one down this way. So now people have asked me like the entrances, so obviously these are some kind of entrance, but also parking. Now parking, I mean, it is all reserved parking, so I don't know how they do that with the, you know, you have to still purchase the spot, I'm assuming. If I swing around to lot C, I do not see a lot of handicap parking except for right on the corner by L. Davis and Allegiant Stadium Way. There's some in here. So that's the only thing. I don't know how that'll work. So I know if you need to get dropped off, I did see, I mean, I don't think you're supposed to do this, but so they've been putting buses across the street right here. So if you have parking in lot C, you know, you got to be able to get on L. Davis Way, so you could drive in off of Dean Martin, and then they've been putting big buses across the road right here so no one else could get through. So this is pretty much a walking area. So worst case scenario, I mean, if you pull in here like you're going to lot C but you don't have parking, you know, maybe they let you drop off right in this area and then just come up, you know, over here in the north entry. But I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work, because you do have to pay for parking. So if you don't have a spot, you know, and you need it, I don't know how. But they have the entrances, I'm assuming it has to be all the way around. If anyone knows, you know, anything more about that, please let us know in the description so I could relay some of the information back to the other people asking. Alright, I just want to show this again. I mean, this is policy pretty much any stadium, but these are what are approved. So those are like actual size right there. So if you do not have a clear bag, it can only be that 6.5 inch by 4.5 inches. Pretty small, so no big purses. And then them clear bags, 12 by 6 by 12. So here are some of the approved items. And then not approved. So, and then you even have like seat cushions. I know some people like to bring the cushions, but you're not allowed to have them in here either. So just know before you go, so you don't have to worry about putting that somewhere or checking the bags in. Checking the bags in, there's a few stations around the perimeter of the stadium. I think it's $20, I was told. Alright, so yeah, we had UNLV game was here on Thursday also. So I couldn't go, my kids went to it. They said it was fun. UNLV lost in double overtime. But those tickets are pretty cheap. So you can see here, I don't know if you'll be able to scan these on the video or not, but you'll be able to get information on. So you got tour tickets. You know, I guess they're promoting, try to do everything online. But they do have the booth. I'm not sure the hours though on when Ticketmaster is open, or if it's just something that's open during game times for like will call tickets. All right, I'm working my way down this east side. So we can see there are no crews working today, which I figured because it is a holiday. All right, but you can see no videos on. And from here you can't, there's no like trim work on this side. Last week when I was driving by the one day, they did have the test pattern going. I think I shared that on Instagram also. So I'm still wondering if it'll be ready for Monday Night Football next week. Not sure, being the short week this week to get the trim on, and we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, let's zoom in over here. Can't tell what this is. That's just, so if you see this edging here, this is pretty much like what they added on, and the trim work is like the finished trim is like attached, they're attaching it to these things. Let's see if we can see some of it on this. All right, you can see some of it here. So it's pretty much, it's just some thin metal that matches the panels on the stadium itself. So let me head on over that way so we could get a better view. All right, here's the straight on view from the east side. So if we look at the top here underneath this Allegiant Stadium, we can see the trim work going in. So you can see it matches the other trim around the stadium. It's looking a little shinier than what's on top, because what's on top looks pretty dusty. You can see those panels there need cleaned. Alright, so you can see how they got it up there. It rests on top of that piece of metal up there. And if you follow the track down, pretty much we're just gonna lay it on top of that and secure it. So after looking at it, they got a lot to do still. I don't think it'll be all finished by next Monday, but you never know. I mean, the screen itself is working, so even if it's not finished to trim, there's a chance they still might put the video on. We'll just have to wait and see. But again, I did have people thinking they're gonna play the game on this screen. I highly doubt that. First thing, this area, if you look, so this is the VIP drop-off area. There's no parking right in front of it. There's really not much space for people to be standing also, because then you got Dean Martin over here, where this is going to be the main way for everyone that's going into lot E, F, G, and H. They're all going to be coming this way, so I don't think they're going to want a lot of people standing over here. So I do not think they will play any games on this video screen. More for advertisements and maybe highlights and stuff like that. So, I mean, if you're in this lot E over here, you'll be able to see it all right, but don't think that's going to happen, because most people here, 99% of them that will be here tailgating will be going in to watch the game live anyway, so don't think it's going to have anything on there. But all right, I guess that's all we got for today. Anyone have plans, special plans for game time? You know, there are a lot of parties and everything going on that whole weekend. And then there are some signings. I don't know if you saw that they're going to have a signing. Fred Biletnikoff is going to be signing some bottles of his wine. I think that one I read, I'm pretty sure it's on Saturday, but don't quote me. But he's going to be at the M Resort, which is the official headquarters hotel. But he's going to be there. I think it's $99. You need a reservation though, or buy a ticket, and you'll get 2 bottles of wine and I think a picture with him, and one of the bottles he will autograph. And then Charles Woodson is also going to be there. I'm pretty sure it's also Saturday. His, I think, is $199 or $200, something like that, for his whiskey. And then the same thing, you'll get 1 bottle to drink, 1 bottle he'll sign for you. So if you want to do stuff like that, go to M Resort and you'll be able to probably find where you get tickets for that. And then there are a lot of Raiders parties. I know there's one at Caesar's Palace. I think it's at Omnia. I'm pretty sure that Black Hole's putting that party on. And then there's another party down Fremont, you know, downtown, and that's going to be a big one, like 1,500 people. But you do have to buy tickets for all this, so start doing a Google search, and you know, if you want to do that, find that. All right, Raider Nation, one more week for opening season, Monday Night Football. So can't wait for that. If I find out anything else, I'll post some more stuff. So if you're not following me, please follow me at Raiders1967 on YouTube, and on Instagram at duntov67. Raider Nation, thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you guys next time.